The defiance of Aurora. The void of space stretched endlessly before Captain Maya Reeves as she guided the ISS Aurora through the outer reaches of the Centauri system. The ship glided silently, its obsidian hull absorbing starlight rather than reflecting it, one of many innovations that made the Aurora humanity's most advanced vessel. Captain, routine scan complete. All systems nominal, reported Lieutenant Cole from the tactical station. Maya nodded, her dark eyes fixed on the main viewport. Good. Take us to the next patrol point. The Aurora was officially on a standard patrol mission, but Maya knew better. This was the ship's true maiden voyage, a test of systems so advanced they'd been kept classified even from most of Earth's Unified Defense Command. Only a select crew of 27 served aboard, each hand-picked for their expertise and discretion. Captain, the calm, almost melodic voice of Araya, Aurora's responsive intelligence array, interrupted her thoughts. I'm detecting unusual energy signatures at the edge of our scanning range. Maya straightened in her command chair. Define, unusual, Araya. Energy patterns consistent with multiple large vessels emerging from subspace. Configuration unknown. Not matching any Earth or allied signatures. A chill ran down Maya's spine. Humanity had only encountered 3 other spacefaring species in the 50 years since achieving faster-than-light travel. All were relatively peaceful trading partners with limited military capabilities. Full sensor sweep, maximum range. Lieutenant Cole, bring us to combat readiness, silent mode. The bridge hummed with activity as the crew responded to her commands. The Aurora's systems shifted seamlessly to combat configuration while maintaining its stealth profile. Visual confirmation incoming, announced Lieutenant Cole, his voice tight. The main viewport shifted, displaying a magnified view of distant space. Maya's breath caught in her throat. Hundreds of vessels, no, thousands, arranged in precise formation were emerging from subspace. Their design was unfamiliar, angular, predatory shapes adorned with what appeared to be weapon arrays. Araya. Analysis. Vessels appear to be military in nature. Based on formation patterns and energy outputs, I estimate 3,427 craft of varying sizes. The largest measures approximately 12.4 kilometers in length. Maya's mind raced. Earth had nothing close to this scale. The entire Earth fleet comprised just under 200 vessels, and the largest was barely 2 kilometers long. Their trajectory? She asked, already suspecting the answer. Calculating. Confirmed. Fleet is on direct course for Sol system. At current speed, they will reach Earth in approximately 72 hours. The bridge fell silent as the implications sank in. This wasn't an exploration party or a trade delegation. This was an invasion force. Communications, attempt to establish contact, Maya ordered. Standard first contact protocols. No response, Captain, came the reply moments later. I've tried all frequencies and formats. Maya made her decision. We need to warn Earth. Lieutenant Reed, prepara. Captain. Araya interrupted, urgency in her synthesized voice. We've been detected. 3 vessels have broken formation and are approaching our position. Time to intercept. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Can we outrun them? Negative. Their acceleration capabilities exceed our maximum sustainable thrust by 37%. Maya's jaw set with determination. Then we fight. Battle stations. The Aurora hummed as weapon systems came online. Maya knew they were outmatched, but the Aurora wasn't a conventional vessel. Its quantum neural architecture allowed it to adapt, learn, and evolve during combat. Araya. Initiate adaptive response protocol. Prioritize defensive systems. Protocol initiated, Captain. The 3 alien vessels approached rapidly, sleek predators against the backdrop of stars. Without warning, they opened fire. The Aurora shuddered as energy beams struck its advanced shields. Shield integrity at 83%, reported Lieutenant Cole. Those hits weren't at full power, Captain. They're testing us. Return fire, targeting propulsion systems. Let's see what they're made of. The Aurora's particle beams lanced out, striking the lead vessel. To Maya's shock, the beams seemed to dissipate harmlessly against its shields. No effect, Captain. Their defensive technology is beyond our current capabilities. Another volley from the alien vessels rocked the Aurora. Shields at 61%, Cole announced, his voice tight. "Air report," Maya demanded. "Analyzing enemy weapon signatures, adapting shield frequency. Effectiveness should improve by 22% against subsequent attacks." That was the Aurora's true strength, its ability to adapt in real time, each attack making it stronger against similar threats. The alien vessels fired again, but this time the Aurora weathered the assault better. "Shield holding at 52%, Cole reported, surprise evident in his voice. Maya allowed herself a small smile. "Araya, what about our weapons?" "Recalibrating particle beam frequency based on observed shield resonance. Recommend firing on my mark." "Ready weapons," Maya ordered. "Mark." The Aurora fired again, its beams now modulated to a frequency that penetrated the alien shields. The lead vessel shuddered, parts of its hull glowing red from the impact. "Direct hit," Cole exclaimed. Before they could celebrate, the remaining vessels unleashed a barrage that hammered the Aurora relentlessly. Shields failing, multiple hull breaches on decks 3 through 7, Cole reported as the ship rocked violently. "Emergency containment active." "Evasive maneuvers," Maya ordered. "Araya, status." "Learning curve insufficient for current threat level, Captain. At present adaptation rate, we will be overcome in approximately 4 minutes, 32 seconds. Maya gripped her chair as another impact sent tremors through the ship. They couldn't win this fight, not against these three, let alone the thousands waiting beyond. "New contacts," Cole called out. 7 more vessels breaking formation, moving to intercept. Maya made her decision. "Set course for the Proxima Relay Station, maximum speed. We need to warn Earth." The Aurora pivoted sharply, its engines flaring as it accelerated away from the engagement. The alien vessels pursued immediately. "They're gaining," Cole reported grimly. Maya's mind raced. They couldn't outrun them, couldn't outfight them. But perhaps. "RIA, initialize quantum mirror protocol." There was a moment of silence from the AI. "Captain, QMP is theoretical. It has never been tested outside simulation. We're testing it now." "Execute." "Acknowledged." Initiating quantum mirror protocol. The ship's lights dimmed momentarily as power diverted to the experimental system. The quantum mirror was the Aurora's most classified technology, designed to create perfect quantum duplicates of enemy weapons fire and redirected back at its source. The pursuing vessels fired again, their energy beams cutting through space toward the Aurora. "Impact in 3 seconds, Cole warned. "Hold steady," Maya commanded. Just as the beams were about to strike, they seemed to pause in space, suspended for a moment before reversing course with doubled intensity. The alien vessels, unprepared for their own weapons being turned against them, took direct hits. 2 smaller craft exploded immediately, while the others reeled from the unexpected counterattack. "It worked," Cole exclaimed. "Partially," Araya corrected. "System efficiency at 62%. Severe power drain detected. We cannot sustain quantum mirror for more than 3 additional engagements." Maya knew this was their chance. "Plot a course through the debris field at KR 421. We'll use the magnetic interference to mask our signature." The Aurora changed course sharply, racing toward a nearby asteroid field rich with magnetic ore that would confuse sensors. "Captain," Araya's voice was unusually hesitant. "I've completed analysis of the alien fleet communications we intercepted during the engagement. They identify themselves as the Cresian Empire. Their communications indicate this is an advance force of a much larger invasion." Maya felt ice in her veins. "How much larger?" Unknown. However, intercepted tactical data suggests Earth is designated as primary target. The bridge fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity faced extinction at the hands of an enemy that they hadn't known existed until today. Captain Cole spoke up, his voice strained but determined. "What's our plan?" Maya stared at the tactical display showing the massive alien fleet. They were outgunned, outmatched, and outnumbered beyond reason. But the Aurora had one advantage. It could learn, adapt, and evolve faster than any vessel ever built. "Araya," Maya said firmly, "begin deep analysis of all data collected on Cresian technology. I want weaknesses, vulnerabilities, anything we can exploit." "Already processing, Captain." Initial findings suggest their technology is remarkably advanced, but follows predictable patterns. Their tactical algorithms appear rigid, favoring overwhelming force over adaptability. A plan began to form in Maya's mind, desperate, possibly suicidal, but with a slim chance of success. "They expect us to run home in an worn Earth," she said, her eyes fixed on the tactical display. "They expect a conventional defense. We're going to give them something else entirely." "Captain." Lieutenant Cole looked concerned. "We're not running away," Maya declared, her voice steady with resolve. "We're going to stop them here before they ever reach Earth." "With respect, Captain." Cole gestured at the display showing thousands of enemy vessels. "How can one ship possibly stop that?" Maya's lips curved into a determined smile. "By becoming more than one ship. Araya, begin preparations for a full-spectrum adaptive cascade. Divert all non-essential power to the neural core." "Captain." Araya responded. "Such a cascade would be unprecedented. The theoretical models suggest a 78% probability of system overload and a 22% probability of success," Maya countered. "I'll take those odds over the certainty of Earth's destruction." As the Aurora slipped deeper into the asteroid field, temporary sanctuary from the pursuing Cresian vessels, Maya outlined her audacious plan to her stunned crew. The Aurora would not just adapt to Cresian weapons, it would evolve beyond its original design parameters, becoming something entirely new. It was humanity's only hope. The wrath of humanity. The asteroid field surrounding the Aurora pulsed with electromagnetic energy as Captain Maya Reeves moved through the ship's dimly lit corridors. Emergency lighting cast an eerie blue glow as she made her way to the neural core, the heart of the vessel's adaptive systems. Behind thick transplas walls, the quantum processors that housed Araya's consciousness hummed with activity, their crystalline structures shifting in patterns too complex for the human eye to follow. "How's progress?" Maya asked, placing her palm against the cool surface. "The adaptive cascade is at 47% completion, Captain," Araya replied, her voice emanating from nearby speakers. "I am integrating the Cresian tactical data into my core algorithms and reconfiguring our systems accordingly." Maya nodded, watching the neural matrices reconfigure themselves. "And the Cresians?" They maintained search patterns at the edge of the asteroid field. "Their sensors are being disrupted by the magnetic properties of the ore as expected. However, they have called in reinforcements. I now detect 23 vessels participating in the search. Timeline until they find us." "At current search efficiency, approximately 3 hours, 17 minutes. Maya frowned. "And how long until the cascade is complete?" 4 hours, 42 minutes at current progression rate." "Not good enough," Maya muttered. "We need more time." She tapped her comm unit. "Lieutenant Cole, meet me in engineering." 20 minutes later, Maya stood before her assembled senior officers in the Aurora's engineering section. The ship's massive quantum drive pulsed with contained energy behind them. "The plan is simple," Maya explained, gesturing to the holographic display showing the asteroid field and the searching Cresian vessels. "We need to buy time for ARIA to complete the adaptive cascade. To do that, we're going to give the Cresians something to chase." She nodded to Chief Engineer Takashi, who stepped forward. "We've modified 3 of our sensor drones with components from our reserve shield generators," Takashi explained. "Each drone will emit an energy signature identical to the Aurora's quantum drive. To Cresian sensors, they'll appear to be us attempting to flee in different directions." "Won't they realize they're chasing decoys once they get close enough?" asked Lieutenant Reed, the communications officer. Maya smiled grimly. "That's where the second part comes in. Each drone carries a modified quantum resonance charge. When the Cresians get within optimal range and scan the drones with their active sensors, the charges will detonate," Takashi finished, "creating a subspace disruption that will temporarily blind their sensors and damage any vessels within close proximity." "It's a distraction, not a solution," Maya emphasized, "but it should buy us the time we need." The plan was set in motion within the hour. The 3 drones shot out from the Aurora's position, each taking a different trajectory through the asteroid field. As predicted, the Cresian vessels split their forces to pursue what they believed to be the human vessel attempting to escape. Back aboard the Aurora, Maya watched the tactical display with tense anticipation as the first Cresian cruiser closed in on one of the drones. "Detonation in 3, 2, 1. Cole counted down. The display flared bright as the quantum resonance charge detonated. The resulting subspace disruption rippled outward, temporarily blinding sensors throughout the region. "Direct hit," Cole reported with satisfaction. 4 Cresian vessels caught in the disruption field. Their systems appear to be temporarily offline. 2 more detonations confirmed, Araya added. 14 Cresian vessels affected in total. Remaining forces are regrouping and adjusting their search parameters. "How much time did we buy?" Maya asked. "Estimated 7 hours before they can complete a thorough sweep that would detect our position." Maya nodded in satisfaction. "That should be enough." Araya. Status of the adaptive cascade. Progressing more rapidly than anticipated. Estimated completion in 5 hours, 23 minutes. Good. Prepare all systems for immediate activation once the cascade is complete. We'll only get one shot at this. The hours passed in tense silence as the Aurora remained hidden deep within the asteroid field. The ship's systems underwent dramatic transformations as Araya's adaptive cascade rewrote software and reconfigured hardware on a fundamental level. "Captain." Araya's voice broke the silence. "The adaptive cascade is complete." Maya, who had been resting in her quarters, sat up immediately. "Results. Beyond theoretical parameters, the integration of Cresian tactical data has allowed me to develop countermeasures to 94% of their observed weapon systems. Additionally, I have reconfigured our quantum drive to emit a resonance field that should disrupt their shield harmonics." Maya made her way to the bridge, where her senior officers awaited. The tactical display showed the Cresian vessels methodically searching the asteroid field, drawing ever closer to their position. "ARIA has completed the adaptive cascade," Maya announced to her crew. "It's time to execute our plan." She took her place in the command chair, her expression resolute. "ARIA, initialize Prometheus Protocol." Initializing Prometheus Protocol, Araya confirmed. "Warning. Operating beyond design parameters. System instability likely." "Acknowledged. Proceed." The Aurora hummed with new energy as systems came online in configurations never intended by its designers. The quantum drive's output doubled, then tripled, channeling power through pathways that glowed with barely contained energy. "Shields reconfigured to Cresian counter-harmonics," Araya reported. "Weapons systems modified to exploit observed vulnerabilities. Quantum mirror system optimized for multiple simultaneous reflections." Maya took a deep breath, then gave the order that would either save humanity or result in their immediate destruction. "Take us out of hiding. Set course directly for the main Cresian fleet." The Aurora surged forward, emerging from the asteroid field like a predator from concealment. The nearby Cresian search vessels reacted immediately, weapons systems coming online. "They're locking weapons," Cole reported. Let them fire first, Maya ordered calmly. The Kresian vessels opened fire in unison, energy beams converging on the Aurora from multiple directions. Instead of impacting the shields, the beams seemed to shimmer against the Aurora's hull before being absorbed completely. Shield harmonics adapting in real time, Araya reported. Energy weapons neutralized, converting captured energy to power reserves. Return fire, Maya commanded. Target their propulsion systems. The Aurora's weapons lanced out, but they were unlike anything the ship had previously possessed. Beams of coherent energy struck the Kresian vessels with pinpoint precision, bypassing their shields entirely and severing engine modules from their hulls. Direct hits on all targets, Cole reported, unable to keep the awe from his voice. Kresian vessels disabled. They're calling for reinforcements, Reed added from communications. Massive subspace signals directed toward the main fleet. Maya nodded grimly. Good. Let them come. Araya. Prepare for Phase 2. The main Kresian fleet reacted to the unexpected threat with impressive speed. Hundreds of vessels altered course, moving to intercept the lone human ship that had somehow disabled their advanced scouts. Incoming vessels. Time to intercept 3 minutes, Cole reported. Araya. Initialize quantum replication matrix, Maya ordered. Initializing QRM. Warning. Power requirements exceed safe operational parameters by 340%. Understood. Proceed. The space around the Aurora began to shimmer and distort. Where there had been one ship, suddenly there appeared to be dozens, then hundreds, each an exact quantum duplicate of the original. To the approaching Kresian fleet, it appeared as if they were suddenly facing an armada equal to their own numbers. The duplicates weren't solid matter, but quantum projections that registered on sensors as physical vessels, complete with shield signatures and weapon systems. Quantum replication matrix stable, Araya reported. 278 duplicates generated and maintaining coherence. Power reserves at 62% and declining. Execute attack pattern Hydra, Maya commanded. The Aurora and its quantum duplicates surged forward in perfect coordination, engaging the bewildered Kresian fleet. Each duplicate was capable of absorbing and redirecting energy weapons, turning the Kresians' own firepower against them. On the bridge of the Aurora, Maya watched as chaos unfolded across the enemy fleet. The rigid, hierarchical Kresian command structures struggled to adapt to the unexpected threat. Ships fired on duplicates only to have their weapons reflected back, while others attempted to retreat, colliding with vessels behind them. Araya. Status. Maya demanded as the ship shuddered under a particularly heavy assault. Quantum replication matrix operating at 83% efficiency. Power reserves at 41% and declining. Hull integrity at 76%. Estimate 17 minutes remaining before system failure. Maya gritted her teeth. They were inflicting damage, creating confusion, but the sheer numbers of the Kresian fleet meant they were still fighting against impossible odds. Captain, Reed called out from communications. I'm detecting a massive energy buildup from the Kresian flagship. It appears to be charging some kind of energy weapon far beyond what we've encountered so far. Maya's eyes narrowed. Araya. Analysis. Energy signature suggests a graviton collapse weapon. Theoretical yield sufficient to destroy all matter within a 0.5 light-second radius. Can we counter it? Not with current capabilities. Quantum duplicates would be instantly neutralized. Our modified shields would be overwhelmed within 2.7 seconds of exposure. Maya considered their options rapidly. They couldn't survive such a weapon, but perhaps they could use it. Araya. Is the quantum mirror capable of reflecting that level of energy? There was a pause. Unusual for the AI. Theoretically possible, but system overload would be guaranteed. Success probability 31%. And if we channel all power from the duplicates into a single concentrated mirror array? Another pause. Recalculating. Success probability increases to 67%, but all duplicate projections would collapse immediately, leaving us vulnerable to conventional attack. Maya made her decision. Prepare to collapse all duplicates and redirect power to the quantum mirror on my mark. Set course directly for the Krasian flagship. Captain, Cole questioned, shock evident in his voice. They won't expect us to charge directly at their superweapon, Maya explained, determination burning in her eyes. We'll get one chance to reflect it back at them. Araya, when we're at optimal range, collapse the duplicates and bring the mirror to full power. The Aurora surged forward, its quantum duplicates maintaining their attack to screen the real vessel's advance toward the heart of the Krasian fleet. The massive flagship loomed ahead, its weapon charging to devastating power. Krasian superweapon at 89% charge, Araya reported. Optimal reflection range in 37 seconds. The Aurora shuddered as it took hits from multiple directions, Krasian vessels finally beginning to distinguish the real ship from its duplicates. Hull breaches on decks 4 through 7, Cole reported. Structural integrity failing. Maintain course, Maya ordered, her knuckles white, as she gripped her chair. Araya, status. Optimal range in 10 seconds. Krasian weapon at 97% charge. Prepare to collapse duplicates and redirect all power to quantum mirror on my mark. The massive Krasian flagship filled the view screen now, its weapon glowing with barely contained energy at its center. Krasian weapon preparing to fire. Now, Araya. Collapse duplicates and mirror at full power. In an instant, the hundreds of Aurora duplicates vanished from space. The real Aurora glowed with transferred energy as its quantum mirror activated at unprecedented power. The Krasian superweapon fired, a beam of pure gravitational force that could tear apart matter at the subatomic level. The beam struck the Aurora head-on, but instead of destroying the human vessel, it seemed to pause, suspended in space for a heart-stopping moment. The Aurora's hull groaned under the strain as the quantum mirror struggled to contain and redirect the immense energy. Then, with a flash that temporarily blinded sensors across both fleets, the beam reversed course, striking the Krasian flagship with doubled intensity. The massive vessel shuddered, its hull buckling as its own weapon tore it apart from within. Secondary explosions rippled across its length before it erupted in a cataclysmic detonation that consumed dozens of nearby Krasian vessels. On the Aurora's bridge, systems failed in cascades as the overtaxed vessel struggled to remain intact. Critical system failure, Araya reported, her voice fluctuating as power surged erratically. Hull integrity at 23%. Life support failing. Quantum drive offline. Maya looked around at her battered bridge, at the crew who had followed her on this seemingly suicidal mission. Status of the Krasian fleet. Cole worked his damaged console. Flagship destroyed. Fleet in disarray. They're retreating, Captain. The remaining vessels are jumping to subspace. A cheer went up from the exhausted crew as the tactical display confirmed it. The mighty Krasian fleet, faced with an adversary they couldn't understand, was retreating. Araya, can we get a message to Earth? Maya asked, slumping back in her chair as the adrenaline began to fade. Communication systems damaged but functional. Composing message now. As the Aurora drifted amid the debris of battle, Maya dictated humanity's first message home about their encounter with the Krasian Empire. It was not just a warning about a new threat, but a testament to what a single human vessel, with the right technology and desperate courage, could accomplish against overwhelming odds. The message would reach Earth long before they could limp home for repairs. It would forever change humanity's understanding of its place in the galaxy. They were no longer alone, no longer safe in their isolation, but they had proven themselves capable of standing against the most powerful forces the galaxy could unleash. As Maya finished her message, she gazed out at the stars beyond the damaged viewport. The Krasians would return. She had no doubt of that. But next time, humanity would be ready. and the legend of how a single human vessel had defeated the galaxy's mightiest fleet would spread throughout the stars, a warning to any who might threaten Earth in the future. The Aurora had done more than win a battle. It had announced humanity's defiance to the galaxy.